Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. Marlo Hampton's way of life, investigating her rich manners, sumptuous vehicles, and amazing total assets, will reveal the insider facts behind her prospering profession. What's more, how she has made a daily existence that numerous just dream of. The multitude of subtleties you want are here in this video. How about we plunge in now? Marlo Hampton, known for her appearances on unscripted TV and her job as a style business person, has collected a total asset of roughly $600,000. Hampton fundamentally procures from her unscripted television vocation, which incorporates her eminent cooperation in different famous shows. Past TV, she helps her pay through support bargains and a scope of undertakings exhibiting her flexibility in the business. Hampton has also made key land ventures, further enhancing her income streams. Marlo Hampton's excursion from a difficult adolescence in St. Petersburg, Florida, conceived on February 7, 1976. Hampton's initial life was set apart by affliction, raised demurely by her mom, Emma Marlo, confronted a wild childhood described by difficulty and flimsiness. Emma battled with constant illicit drug use and frequently exposed Marlo to actual maltreatment. These testing conditions constrained Marlo to venture out from home early in life, at last entering the Florida Cultivate Care framework. Regardless of the troublesome beginning to her life, Marlo Hampton showed astounding diligence and aspiration. She looked to change her conditions through training. Hampton sought after a degree in friendly work and interdisciplinary science at the College of South Florida. Her intellectual venture drove her to the School of Expressions, furthermore, Sciences, where she finished her 4-year degree. This instructive foundation gave Marlo the devices to comprehend and resolve social issues. Be that as it may, her goals reached out past the scholastic domain. Marlo's contribution with Rhoa started in Season 4 when she joined the show as a long-lasting cast member. Her introductory job was as a companion of Nen. This affiliation helped her benefit perception. Marlo had formally turned into a principal character on the show, and over the years, she has procured a standing as one of Rhoa's most dearest companions. Her on-screen presence has been set apart by her particular style and her sincere depiction of her own life, including her job as a Montee, a term she uses to depict her job as a mother figure to her 2 nephews, William and Michael. This depiction has resounded with fans, adding profundity to her public persona past the normal unscripted television character. Moreover, to her job on Rhoa, Marlo has wandered into other expert undertakings. She recently claimed a style store called Lee Arrive, where she concentrated in leasing and exchanging top-of-the-line design things. This shop was a demonstration of her sharp fashion instinct and her capacity to organize restrictive design pieces. Anyway, after some time, Marlo was cut from the primary cast of Rhoa and progressed to a repetitive visitor star, zeroing in to a greater degree toward her different tasks and interests in the midst of worries about her monetary soundness and vocation possibilities. Marlo looked for potential open doors. Past unscripted TV in 2015, she showed up as herself on Yearn's Breathe Out, a syndicated program that dove into ladies' encounters and self-awareness. Marlo's endeavor in prearranged TV came in 2019 when she got a job on wagering games. Individuals played her appearance in Season 1's episode Inversion of Fortune, which denoted her debut in prearranged acting, displaying her adaptability. Past unscripted television, Marlo's rising notoriety likewise drove her to different appearances. Her MB page reflects a different scope of jobs, including visitor spots on Affection and Hip Jump New York and Porsche Williams' Rhoa spin-off, The Genuine Housewives of Atlanta Porsche's Having a Child. Furthermore, she showed up in the 2019 film Hawaii, excessively further hardening her presence in the media outlet. Marlo has too shown up on syndicated programs, for example, Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, The Wendy Williams Show, and Sister Circle Television, where she has shared bits of knowledge into her life and profession in spite of her broad work before the camera. Marlo's energy for design stays a centerpiece of her personality. In May 2022, she took to Instagram to ponder her process, sharing a slideshow of her profession, achievements, design, styling, open doors, and her progressing job on Rhoa. Through this post, Marlo urged her adherents to seek after their fantasies no matter what their conditions, encapsulating the flexibility and assurance that have characterized her own vocation. Next, we welcome you to investigate her home now. Manor Marker Atlanta Marlo Hampton Home Marlo Hampton, the unmistakable star of Genuine Housewives of Atlanta, has of late finished her new home in Decatur, Atlanta, a home that exemplifies both extravagance and usefulness as portrayed in Bravo's Sea of a forthcoming episode. The home's plan is ace-class in present-day living, consolidating tasteful allure with reasonable improvements. Upon entering the striking home, guests are promptly welcomed by an overflow of regular light that floods through stained windows, projecting a warm and welcoming gleam all through the space. The engineering format is both modern and inviting, highlighting a floor plan that underlines transparency and smoothness. The principal floor of the home incorporates two all-around designated rooms and an open living region, all intended to give the most extreme solace and comfort. A champion component of Hampton's new home is her noteworthy 800-foot storeroom, a sumptuous space intended to look like a very good quality retail chain. In order to oblige this extravagant storeroom, Hampton selected to scale back her lordroom to a more unassuming 500 square feet. This choice, anyway, was not made gently. It mirrors her craving for an individual dressing space that offers both style and capability. The wardrobe is supplemented by two extra enormous wardrobes inside the home, as well as the devoted tennis shoe region customized explicitly for the capacity of shoes. The home's inside plan is both exquisite and reasonable dim. Coffee-finished hardwood floors all through the principal and optional levels contribute a feeling of warmth and wealth. To the generally feel the kitchen a central point for any gourmet expert flaunts under bureau-driven lighting that features its advanced plan components. Hampton's interest in overhaul stretches out past style to envelop critical improvements in solace and comfort. The inhabitant is outfitted with a cutting-edge central air framework that includes natural air consumption, guaranteeing ideal air quality and solace. Furthermore, an entire house dehumidification framework works to keep a lovely indoor environment. A thorough water filtration framework ensures that each drop of water in the house is spotless and cleaned, adding to the home's by and large eco-accommodating plan. The obligation to manageability is further clear in the utilization of non-harmful grass care items and eco-accommodating irritation control administrations given by Green Sovereign since 2016. The outside of Hampton's house is similarly noteworthy. Expertly arranged front and patios offer tranquil outside spaces ideal for both unwinding and engaging. Far-reaching decks give more than adequate space to outside eating or relaxing, taking full advantage of Atlanta's wonderful climate. Inside, each room is outfitted with custom California storerooms, guaranteeing that each space is used productively. The carport highlights extra racking for coordinated capacity, reflecting Hampton's meticulousness and her responsibility to a messiness-free climate. The home's refined appeal is further highlighted by redesigned lighting. Furthermore, richly tiled washrooms add to the by-and-large extravagant feel of the property. Marlo Hampton's new Atlanta home is a demonstration of her refined taste and obligation to making an extravagant yet useful living space. From the excellent entry washed in normal light to the carefully planned wardrobes and current conveniences, this home stands as an ideal mix of style and reasonableness, setting a new standard for contemporary extravagance living. Individual life in the beginning of her unscripted television profession, Marlo's name was pushed into the spotlight because of reports connecting her sincerely with Charles Award, a football star who was too related with Nen. Releases a noticeable figure in the unscripted television world. The makers of the show, ever on the post for tempting storylines to enthrall watchers, saw mother lode in the show that Marlo's reputed relationship guaranteed as sites and news sources hummed with speculation and expectation. The first time of the show, which debuted in November 2011, was expected to be completely hazardous anyway. The truth separated pointedly from the makers' cautiously built story. Nen Breaks, at first reputed to be engaged with the shameful undertaking, fervently denied any such contribution, prompting an startling turn in the unfurling show. Notwithstanding this, Marlo's own life kept on standing out. Marlo at last finished her commitment to Charles Award, who was confronting legitimate inconveniences connected with extortion and composing Awful. Really takes a look at further adding to the intricacies of her public persona in the midst of this tempest of individual and public disturbance. Marlo confronted an unfathomable individual misfortune on Spring 2, 2019. Her siblings passing because of a horrible mind injury sent her into a profound and excruciating melancholy. Marlo's record of this misfortune, given a piercing investigation of her muddled relationship with her sibling, featured the significant close-to-home cost it took on her in the middle of her distress. Marlo was encircled by a circle of immovable companions, including Candy Bureau's Shamari DeVoe.